It's the nation's premier wrestling conference, the Big Ten, where today, defend what you have built in the top half. Looking forward to 149 with D'Amelio and Parco. How about 157? He is back, Ja'Cory Teemer, to meet Sammy Sasso.
In the back half of the meet, 174 pounds. Huge match in this duel here. Patrick Kent.
Network with Iowa and Ohio State. Both teams undefeated.
And Shane, this is a big match here for the Buckeyes here. You know, this is a match where McCrone's probably going to be, pretty heavily favored here. And when you're in that situation, you want to get to your tie. You want to get your takedown right away. And he's really tough in the top position. And I like the way Cruz has come out here. Hard collar ties right there, rushing him. So he's come out here with the right type of emotion, enthusiasm to match with McCrone. And, efforts like that can get this crowd behind you. But I think the Buckeyes have to be looking for bonus points in this situation.
McCrone 17-5, 13 bonus point victories. He is a pinner. 7 falls on the season for the redshirt sophomore. McCrone 1-2 in the Big Ten. He has lost 2 in a row. Fell to Dean Peterson of Rutgers and then Matt Ramos of Purdue last week.
Yeah, Cruz jumping on the leg right there, down below the knees, looking to keep his ankles free. He's doing a good job of that. Got to try to get his head out here. It's stuffed on the mat.
That waterfall position with McCrone draped over. If you are Cruz here, Jim, how do you finish this?
You got to try to create some hip separation, just like you're trying to get out from underneath. Like it's a tight waist ride right. You see that tight waist ride, basically with that left arm of McCrone. McCrone now looking for an ankle pass. Situations, if you're a bonus point guy, your team's counting on you. You don't want to milk that clock. That's a good series there for Cruz. He pops back up onto his feet. Good hammering collar tie right there. And, you want to get going with your emotion in this meet. And so far, Cruz has matched it. He's coming out hard.
No score, 1:20 left, first period. Joey Cruz this season was 3rd at the Grandview Open. That was back in mid-November. And then 6th at the Soldier Salutes, just down the road in Coralville.
Yeah, you can see where McCrone having a difficult time getting to his offense. Good active hands. Now Cruz hops in on another shot.
Deep shot here from the Hawkeye Cruz.
The battle here, Shane, is can McCrone keep that right ankle free? Now Cruz comes back in. Now he gets that ankle trapped right there. It was all about the right ankle. Now he's hooked it. Now can he clear his head? He does. Enough to get the 3.
3 takedown there for Joey Cruz. Strikes first.
He didn't have the ankle there. It looked like he was trying to step around it, but then he was able to crack him down and hook that right ankle.
Nope. A little quick on top.
Really good finish by Cruz.
Down to 43 seconds here in this first period. We'll see how committed Cruz is in the top position.
We mentioned before, all those bonus point victories here for McCrone. He's tough in the top position. You get that first takedown here, particularly with a ride out here, you don't have to necessarily go in the down position.
McCrone does get the escape. Buckeye on the board, 3-1 inside of 30 seconds. Another shot here from Cruz in deep once again. Now he puts the Buckeye up in the air before he drops him to a hip.
Yeah, but he's got the bottom leg scooped again. He's going to try to clear his head. McCrone trying to keep his head stuffed. Cruz doing a nice job of keeping some elevation with his head right there. Notice how he's using that left hand to kind of prop himself up, and he clears the head and scores.
Inside it. No takedown yet.
No takedown.
Nothing.
End of the first period. It ends 3-1.
Choice, you're right. Your
Cruz
choice.
was so close to getting that second takedown.
Red the first.
That was really close. I jumped the gun on that. I thought that was 2, but I didn't see the ankle tie there.
Tom Brantz, native of Sheldon, Iowa.
Your choice.
14 times the
neutral.
Hawkeyes have brought back a team
Gentlemen.
trophy to Iowa City from the NCAA championships. That's placing in the top 4.
Wow. Cruz jumping right back in another shot, Shane.
He's been aggressive all match.
Yeah, and it started with those heavy ties, quick hands. And really, McCrone's kind of been target practice for him right there. Now he scores.
Able to make that turn. He's got a second takedown. 6-1. The escape makes it 6-2. Now Crone trying to get himself back in this middle leg.
Nothing.
Cruz dives for the ankles, looking for an ankle pass.
Danger 1. Danger 2. Nothing.
Got to be careful with that neutral danger. Good match here at 125. Good action in the first match in this dual meet.
McCrone in a good position basically to go ahead and maybe cradle something up right now. I like going to a half Nelson in here. You see Cruz trying to keep his elbow in. He recognizes that I don't want to give up that inside position there. Buys himself a little bit of time. No points.
Nothing.
Wow. Look at the flexibility there by McCrone, and that's a good call on that potentially dangerous. You don't want to lose a guy this time of season, but
Here we go, neutral.
Cruz is strapping.
A lot of pressure on the left knee of Brendan McCrone. We're back to our feet. 51 seconds left in this second period. Cruz, a couple of takedowns. That's been the difference. Hawkeye getting the job done on his feet. Brendan McCrone, 20 wins a season ago, an NCAA qualifier. Was the 29 seed in Kansas City, went 1-2. McCrone was 5th at the Cliff Keen in Vegas this season. Got the most falls award. As I said, he is a pinner. And earlier this season won the Clarion Open. Short time in the second. We're down to 15 seconds.
Build! Build! Build!
Here's that second takedown from Joey Cruz.
Yeah, he does a great job of creating a little bit of hip separation here. He makes the good turn. Right there, keeps his ankles free, and then gets the takedown, weight on the hands, and right away, there's Terry out there letting the coaches, letting the officials know that he could have probably had the other one too.
McCrone slides a leg in.
Hand up! Hand up!
This is where he's does a lot of his business right now. He goes ahead and really good with the cradles there. Cruz basically creating a roll around situation, and you really got to crank and turn a guy, and you don't want to have your elbows out and wrist in this situation. And he's got a great cradle, like a cross-face cradle, but he's looking to go ahead and keep that knee close to that chin.
McCrone down by 4. He needs a turn.
Cruz is doing a nice job of fighting that out. There's a stall warning.
Cruz working up, building a base. This would be a huge win for Joey Cruz and the Hawkeyes at 125.
And the thing I always look for is see that gap between the chest and the lower back. That now Cruz is basically worked up into that position. But when he's giving you an opportunity to come up, you got to be careful. And if you don't do it on your belly right there, you can get called for stalling again.
McCrone with riding time over 50 seconds, but it's 6-2. He needs a turn.
Well, this is a huge sequence of events here in this first match. Cruz coming out on fire on the feet.
You noticed it right away. You just saw the body language.
Yeah, the body language was huge. There's another point right there. All Cruz has to do is basically keep his head away from his knee, and he's going to win this match.
Joey Cruz, the redshirt sophomore, is 15 seconds away from improving to 3-0 in Big Ten duels. Couple of takedowns for the Hawkeye. Ignites this Iowa crowd. Joey Cruz, 6-4, the decision for the Hawkeye at 125.
The cheaters out of the meat here, like they do with the yellow out of the match here. You're looking for a performance just like that. Got one there from Joey Cruz. Huge win for him.
As you said, no Drake Ayala for Iowa. It'll be Kian Hernandez and Ben DeVino. 17-1, 12 bonus point victories, making his Big Ten dual-mate debut. And Kian Hernandez making his Iowa debut. Ben DeVino, the true freshman. His only loss this season was at the Midlands. That was in the semifinals to the reigning Big Ten champion Dylan Chauver. Lost 3-2 to the Scarlet Knight in a tiebreaker. Chauver getting beat last night by Braden Davis. Piscataway. DeVino goes to a 2-on-1 early in this first period.
Ooh, drops right down in a little fireman's carry situation right there. Pops his head out, able to score quickly.
35 seconds in, DeVino leading at 3-0. Gives the escape Keen Hernandez from Billings, Montana. True freshman wrestled at Billings West, was a 4-time Montana high school state champion, 116-1 high school record. A year ago, he's at a high school tournament. Here he is, Jim, inside Carver Hawkeye, wearing that black Hawkeye singlet.
Yeah, with the crowd counting on him here. So really impressed with Davino's work on the feet. Little misdirection single leg right there. He's able to go ahead and potentially knock Hernandez down to his hip, collects the far ankle, another takedown. So 2 different takedowns. And what impresses me about Davino on the feet, Shane, is it's just the shot fakes look real. You know, some guys go out there and they look like they're faking, but he's not really. He looks like he's committing to his fakes right to react to them.
Head up, head up.
Davino this season won the Clarion Open and the Franklin and Marshall Open. In between, he got that 3rd place finish at the Midlands, riding there on the edge over 30 seconds.
Not much. A lot of time left here. He's got a 2-on-1 wrist ride now, working a good spiral right there. Now they go off the mat. Looking over the Ohio State corner to see what their strategy is going to be. Still plenty of time. He's been the dominant wrestler on the feet. We'll go with the freestyle start. You can see he gets in a good position, right? Lowers his head, gets to a 2-on-1, and kind of releases him that way.
Keen Hernandez wrestling up at 133. He's a 125-pounder, but gets the nod here today. Davino with that 2-on-1 once again, snakes that leg in, and gets another takedown.
Off that Merkle position, he's able to go ahead and leg lace the near leg in. It gets the head and arm, weight on the hands. Collects another set of points. 35 seconds left. We'll see. They want to basically keep him down in this position, I guess, with the time left.
25 seconds, riding time over 60 seconds for the Buckeye. 3 takedowns in this first period from the true freshman from Ohio State.
You see how Davino has kind of a clingy ride. You know, he doesn't really try. He's not really keeping the weight on the hands. He'll develop that as he, you know, as a way to go ahead and, you know, finish out these periods in the top position. He's using a lot of his biceps here. Good footwork to follow.
9-2, good period for the Buckeye. Tom Ryan, 8 times a trophy team under his leadership there in Columbus. Of course, the 2015 National Championship. What a job he has done. Former Iowa Hawkeye, him and Tom Brands, of course, teammates. Wrestling for legendary coach Dan Gable in the early 90s. Those were some great teams. You know that well.
I too know that well. Their first 7 or 8 guys in that lineup were, well, they all were tough, but that team that they were on with the Steiners and the Brands brothers and Chad Zapital and
Bart Schelsvig,
Mark Ryland,
3 red.
John Ostendorp at heavyweights.
Travis Pfizer.
Neutral.
Did you mention Schelsvig?
I did.
Yeah.
Out of Webster City.
Webster City, Iowa. Yeah, 3-time state champion.
Believe Bart was a 3-time All-American, 3rd place, 3 times, I believe.
Yeah.
He was a hammer.
Good post right there by Davino. He really likes to work off this 2-on-1. He uses it for his escapes. You know, when he gives the intentional release, he tries to walk right into a 2-on-1. Talking about Davino from Ohio State, really works that pretty hard. We've seen him be able to work that down into a Merkle position to get a takedown. Oh, misdirection shot low below the knee. See how he sits to his butt right there and slides that ankle out right there, collects the far ankle of the opponent.
1, 2.
Another takedown for Davino.
And
15-4.
And some guys just have a better feel for, you know, when the guy's draping over the top and then they get their lower body moving, they get their ankles moving, and they understand that they don't have the pressure on them so much to increase their elevation, and they basically almost sit out and like you would when you're trying to get away in the bottom position. Now here's a cross arm tilt.
2, 3, 4.
And right now looking for a tech fall.
4.
It will be a tech fall for Ben Davino. 19-4 for the true freshman as he picks up his first Big Ten win here in Iowa City. Bonus points, on the season, 15 bonus point wins. And Jesse Mendez is relentless, physical. He gets after it.
Yeah, he does. But, you know, in a situation here, Ryder blocks, jumped in on a shot right there. And, of course, Mendez has excellent countering skills. But the Hawkeyes have gotten a jump at some of these, particularly in that first match with Joey Cruz. I mean, Block, a huge underdog in this thing. Mendez, of course, returning national champion. And boy, he really gets going. And
works a single leg near the edge.
showing a lot of flexibility there as Block. Got that whizzer in. And now Mendez got it shelved really well. Now he's going to try to pull back a little bit. Look for him to be patient in here.
Nothing.
And he keeps that left toe in, gets the points. Or did he?
Out. No takedown.
They are saying out of bounds.
I think that's a good call. I think his left foot drug out before Block ended up really getting the points until before he got down. It's really close.
Great camera work.
Yeah.
Matt Sorenchinski, our lead official.
Hey, isn't this
J.R. Blows on the outside.
Yeah, they're doing a good job, but isn't this a beautiful mat? I mean, this is, you got 9. We were out there measuring it before the outer circle right there. Plenty of room to be able to score on the edge.
All kinds of Resolites on the floor inside Carver Hawkeye. Mendez looking for his first takedown, and that time he finishes 3-0.
Yeah, he threatened with the half Nelson right there, and Block felt that, and he immediately conceded the rest of the takedown.
1 green neutral.
Ryder Block this season 2-3, all dual meets. He's 0-1 in the Big Ten. Last week fell to Danny Pacino of Illinois 4-3. Yeah, there is plenty of Resolites. I mean, I love what they do. I mean, there is, like you said, Jim, on every edge, about 9 feet of extra mat.
Yeah, you got that space. You give guys a chance to score. You don't have to deal with that, that they do the splits and get one toe off the mat, all right, onto the carpet, and then, or the gym floor here. The referee has to stop it. And a lot of times those are good scoring positions.
Jesse Mendez from Crown Point, Indiana, 4-time Indiana State champion. Hard whizzer there from the Hawkeye Block.
Look for him to put that leg in, which he did.
And he gets his second takedown. 6-1 for Mendez.
You got the out of bounds. Okay.
Jesse Mendez, 2-time All-American. He was 6th in Tulsa, done at 133 in 2023 before that national championship last March. And Mendez, really nice job there on the edge, Jim, getting the near fall.
Gets 4 swipes there right at the edge. Once he gets across wrist right there, he did a nice job of staying in bounds. And now it's 10-1 just like that.
Jesse Mendez, 2023 U20 World Silver Medalist. Just like that, 10-1, a couple of takedowns and a turn for 4. And Mendez 10-1 to the second period.
Red, your choice.
Nice. I look at the right. Once he clapped with his right hand, claps that wrist right there, went right towards his own back, even off the mat right there, keeping his heels on the mat, getting the shoulders turned for 4. Right now, Shane, if you're thinking, obviously you're a big leader of the team, you get another takedown right now, you got to be thinking the next takedown will be feet to back. See if you can go ahead and put Block on his back and maybe get the fall. You're working for that extra team point.
Circle, quick!
And he doesn't get cheated out of putting any forward pressure on the guy.
Warning green!
Everything's forward. You see that some of the great ones that they
sinks in a deep arm bar.
Yeah, I'd expect it not to be of the tilting nature. I'm looking for the fall, so deep half right now would be the trick.
60 seconds showing in the second period. Riding time over a minute for Mendez.
Arm free. Arm free. Arm free, up to your feet.
Yeah, it's got a decision to make right now, and Block's doing a pretty good job of staying out of these, pinning combinations.
You get claw and an arm bar.
Yeah, you get the feeling that if you want
now he goes half Nelson.
Yeah, but he's doing a nice job of getting out of that, but he's looking totally for the pin right now.
Keep it legal.
And keep this in mind, if they would call Block for stalling, It'd be a tech fall. Mendez doesn't want that.
No, be 16 to.
And for that reason, I don't think we see it.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
I agree with you. It's a good call, Shane.
Final seconds here in the second period.
Keep it legal. Keep it legal.
And Mendez has looked fantastic after two periods. There is Kyle Parco coming over from Arizona State's.
What do you want to do?
And Dylan D'Amelio, an All-American for the Buckeyes. That's going to be a good one.
Two guys that know how to keep good position. Parco, nice. See that Mendez gets the takedown right there. Settles for the technical fall. I say settles for the technical fall, but just an excellent job of going out there putting up points for his team.
19-2 tech fall, the 9th tech fall of the season. Mendez now 20-0. He has won 31 straight. Bonus points for the Buckeyes at 141. £149. Kyle Parco for Iowa, 4-time All-American, and Dylan D'Amelio for Ohio State. Kyle Parco out of Danville, California, to Sale High School. Then he went to Fresno State. He was an All-American back in 2021, placing 6th, and then went to Tempe and was a 3-time All-American for the Sun Devils. Most recently, a 5th-place finish last March in Kansas City. Won 3 Pac-12 championships, and this is a guy you really like watching.
I do like watching him, and the thing about him, and he's been so tough, throughout his career, particularly in the consolation rounds at the tournament, NCAA tournament, and no slouch. He's getting a lot of pressured matches. Done well in the NCAA tournament. He has his own great history in that tournament as well. So he's in on the leg right now. Can he step up?
D'Amelio head to the outside.
Yeah, head to the outside. He's not really in a great position to be able to finish this, obviously. Probably looking more for a stalemate position, but he gets his hands broke right there, and Parco goes around behind.
Kyle Parco a takedown 60 seconds into this first period.
You could just feel that, Shane, when that maybe Parco sensed that as well, and he wasn't going to try to finish it at that point in time. Got his hand split. Easy go behind for Parco.
Parco 2-0 in the Big Ten. You mentioned that win against Illinois' Cannon Webster, 1-0. Parco 12-0, 7 bonus point victories, 6 tech falls. Good return as he takes riding time over 30 seconds.
We're out.
And here's that first takedown by the Hawkeye.
You can sense your opponent is not trying to finish. Right there, he creates elevation with the hips, and right there at that point in time,
set.
D'Amelio just broke his grip.
These two met at the Cliff Keen last season. It was 11-1 for Parco, a major decision. That was in December of 2023. D'Amelio works to his feet. Another return there by Parco as riding time near 60 seconds.
And these are the situations, Shane, that allowed Parco to become a multi-time All-American, just in the top position right now.
Nothing.
See, he's got that right toe back in, almost got the near fall. But tough in the top position. He doesn't give you anything. No cheap escapes with Kyle Parco. If he can keep you down, he will.
Set. Green cover.
Dylan D'Amelio in his 6th year from Curtis, Ohio. 4-time state champion, 14-1 this season. His only loss to Lachlan McNeil of North Carolina. That was 8-2. And the Buckeyes do meet with the Tar Heels.
See what Parco's doing there as far as keeping weight on the hands. Right now is sliding his upper body over the top of the shoulders right now. Now hand fighting there. Great return.
Gets a wrist.
Getting a wrist on the way down. Got a far side thigh pry.
Hey, build it flat.
I love that right there when you go ahead and change sides right there. Don't hang on one side. Move over to the other side. Try to break him down on the other side. See if the opponent has any skills from the opposite side.
Kyle Parco, first period takedown and 10 seconds away from the ride-out.
Yep. Keeping him up in the air. Nice job by D'Amelio. Gets out with 2 seconds left.
Big escape for Dylan D'Amelio.
Choice is green, your choice. right? Green choice.
Next Saturday, the Buckeyes are in Ann Arbor for a rivalry duel with the Wolverines. Coverage begins at 2 Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, right here on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app.
Set. Red cover.
Big escape there by D'Amelio in the final seconds of that first period, as Parco quickly to his feet and extends his lead now 4-1.
Getting that bonus point there, being 1:55 of riding time, gets out in 4 seconds. Remember, D'Amelio was the one that got the shot off, right? Got to the leg, and Parco was in.
Here. No elbows. No elbows. No elbows.
Parco with that underhook right side, now trying to get double unders.
Yeah, he will continue to take territory right now. D'Amelio head blocking right there. Both guys had their head down on the shoulder there, but you see what D'Amelio's got. 2 hands on the left wrist of Parco, slowing him down a little bit.
Dylan D'Amelio's second season at 149, his first 4 down at 141. 4-time NCAA qualifier. He was 8th in 2023. Last season was 6th at the Big Tens. 14th seed at the NCAAs in Kansas City. Was 3-2, falling to Casey Swiderski of Iowa State in the blood round. He trails it by 3 with 35 seconds to go in this second period.
Parco working off of a double wrist ride right there. Not ride, but basically a takedown attempt. Working off the wrist. Works the underhook. D'Amelio not also doing a great job blocking out right there and getting his feet moving in the process, okay? But I would think that there's really good potential here with the forward pressure of Parco. D'Amelio coming in on a shot right there, so he answered the bell right there as far as, getting called for stalling in that situation.
D'Amelio will have the choice here in this third period.
Red your choice.
He's probably going to, discussing it with his corner.
Down.
He's going to go ahead and take down.
Third period, gentlemen.
And that's just a tough choice. You got 151 of riding time. So the riding time is, pretty secure at this point, the way the match has been going. Parco awful comfortable in here, so you've got to have enough in the gas tank to be able to explode and get out. The guys that are good in the top position, they just know how to do enough on enough forward pressure, enough pressure to the side. Watch him change up and go to the other side. And it gives the escape right there. So that's good work by D'Amelio.
4-2 score.
Shane, the difficult thing about Russell Parco is he's got that strong right lead leg. He doesn't veer out of that very much. He'll go from that strong lead leg to a square stance where he is right now.
This weight class stacked in the Big Ten with Parco, Ridge Lovett, Shane Van Ness. D'Amelio ranked top 10. Just over a minute remaining. Straight on shot there from the Buckeye. Riding time is...
No, Parco cuts the corner on him. Comes over, now doesn't get over that leg, but he puts him onto his hip. Now D'Amelio rolling around again.
Good scramble here with these two with 30 seconds to go in this third period. And Kyle Parco prevails and scores the 3. Incredible.
Great job of getting on that right hand, keeping your head up, and at the critical moment with your head up, wrinkling the back of your neck, driving back into him and scoring the points.
And they are looking for bonus points. 15 seconds. Parco will give the escape. He's got the riding time locked up. A takedown would give him the major. An 8-3 decision for Kyle Parco, the 4-time All-American. He improves to 13-0 on the season, 3-0 in the Big Ten. And the Hawkeyes, after 149 pounds, edge a little bit closer as Ohio State now
was to help me get better here. I think that helped him as a wrestler and a coach.
Talk about toughest guys. You are looking at one of the toughest guys right there in Sammy Sasso. In his 6th year out of Nazareth, Pennsylvania, now wrestling at 157, well documented. As over a year ago, he was shot in an attempted carjacking. And how great, Jim, was it to see him today?
It really was cool. You see Sammy Sasso, the first thing, he's got a smile on his face. I met him when he was a redshirt freshman in the Ohio State room, and he was the guy that started the conversation, and hey, who are you? And he had this beautiful conversation with him for 45 minutes watching the wrestling practice, and you could just tell he just lit up the room.
And for Ja'Cory Teamer, it was 9 weeks ago today when he was injured while wrestling Panero Johnson of Iowa State. Great to see him back, transferring in from Arizona State.
He was big in that Stanford match that they had when he was healthy. He came out there and just really got it going, got the crowd behind him. Ja'Cory Teamer did. So athletic and has a variety of skills. Great on his feet.
Ja'Cory Teamer out of Long Beach, New York.
Shane, is when you get a guy that gets hurt, it's in your how you bring them back is really some of the art of coaching and when to bring him back. Is he healthy? Is he communicating with you? It really kind of picks up the level of communication in your program here, particularly when you got a star like this that's maybe struggling a little bit. He transfers in and you get hurt right away. You'd like to be out there, and whoa, beautiful shot right there. Head shot goes right to the trip. See the explosiveness we talked about.
Ja'Cory Teamer wows this crowd, leads it 3-0, now 3-1. Teamer, a 4-time All-American, 4-time Pac-12 champion in Tempe.
You see that left hand of Teamer basically, straighten out there, used with the head block and keeping that hip away.
Ja'Cory Teamer, national finalist. Fell to Levi Haynes of Penn State 5-0 in that national final last March.
And you can see, the thing about Ja'Cory Teamer is that he senses Sasso coming straight at him. Sasso wants to get his hands on him, and he clears out, gets a little distance, and it's going to be an opportunity for him to basically
Ja'Cory Teamer was a 5-time New York State champion at Long Beach High School. Won his first state title as an 8th grader at 99 pounds. 2017 Cadet World Bronze medalist. And Teamer, 3-1 of the second period. Here's that takedown.
Yeah, you talk about this shuck right here. He goes ahead and snaps that, and you notice there's a heavy leg and the light leg right there. The light leg is one he scooped, and he drove over the heavy leg. Got him excited.
Set. Green cover.
Sammy Sasso, 4-time Big Ten finalist, winning Big Ten titles in 2021 and 2023. 2-time NCAA finalist. What a career he's had. And the escape pulls the Buckeye to within one, 3-2. Those quick escapes, Jim, keep you in matches.
They do keep you in matches, and if you can go ahead and, show some dominance in the top position, if this period goes 0-0, I don't think it's going to go 0-0. I think there's going to be action anyway. But it's a way of bringing you back into the match.
Sasso 1-1 in Big Ten duels last weekend, fell to Joey Blaze 5-1 at Purdue. And here is Sasso with his head underneath that right knee.
Yeah, and he's an expert in this position right there. Notice how tight he's keeping that leg, and he's trying to create some. Oh wow, what would that be?
Nope.
Potentially dangerous.
Adjust.
I don't think the Ohio State coaching staff liked that call, but that's the first really good shot there by Sasso, and it looked like he got in pretty clear. And I think when we had a quick chance to visit with him, he says he's kind of figuring out what's working again and what won't work. And so he's kind of limiting he's limited. He understands his style is limited here with the injuries he's had with the wound and everything and the recovery. But
stall call on Teamer. Now Teamer, a freight train double, just lowered levels and drives through for 3.
He just cannot stay on the tracks. They got to stay off the tracks here with him. He has slight angles there, but another idea that shot was coming is it was right after the stall warning. You're wrestling any type of competitor, usually with the next 15-20 seconds, you're going to get their best shot.
6-4 score late in the second period. That was a great double leg takedown from Teamer.
And look at that beautiful finish there. And not just going straight back into it, but making a little bit of a 45-degree cut right now. Coming back.
You get 2 questions.
Notice how he flew, Sasso fell to his left side there.
Carver Hawkeye Arena here in Iowa City. Tom Brands having a conversation with Matt Sorenchinsky.
Stay low, Sam. Here we go, Green. Get set.
I don't know what he might have been questioning there, but, you know.
Get set. Get set.
Gets a
Set.
warning on
Red.
that. Crowd doesn't like it. Teamer starting period on bottom. Just a 2-point match here.
Right. Just the quick escapes have allowed that to happen. So, Teamer really a tough guy to ride, though. Good explosiveness.
Sasso, Jim, how does he get to Teamer's legs?
Well, he's got to be able to go ahead and maybe get to a corner there on his tie, but then he's got to deal with this. Wow. Driving through one more time here. This is going to be tough for Sammy to go ahead and roll through on that, but you can see how he's got both.
Now he's got that angle scooped up and given the 3.
Stalemate.
Just a great job, basically, of knowing when to go. He showed us a couple of beautiful double legs, and that time he finished with the hooks, but you know, and right now, you know, surprised to say this, but at your Iowa bench, you're probably thinking about what can we do to get some more team points.
Absolutely, give him an escape.
I know, I got you.
Get back to your
Set.
offense.
Green, cover.
Teamer's had 3 takedowns.
Don't.
And there's the escape from Sasso. So with 1 minute left,
The takedown and ride out basically gives Teamer the 8-point major.
a major decision would tie this matchup at 10.
And Sasso's picked up his pace as well with his ties.
Sasso goes underhook right side. He's got over-under. He's got his hands locked.
He's got a body lock position right there. You see where Teamer's used his left hand up against that thigh right there to keep the distance. Now he's using his right hand right there up against that left hand there.
Oh! Throw there from Teamer.
I think if he would have followed through with that and went with it as opposed to staying on the edge, I think he would have got it.
It will be a 10-5 decision for Ja'Cory Teamer. As it's 10-9 in this first half. And Ja'Cory Teamer, for the first time in 9 weeks, back inside Carver Hawkeye, Iowa, and Patty Gallagher. 12-0, 9 bonus point victories, 6 tech falls. He's another one of those guys that can light up the scoreboard.
He really is, and I tell you what, he's athletic. He's got good forward pressure. He's good in the top position, and you know, I think he knows in order for him to compete for a national championship, his conditioning, and not necessarily that he's in bad shape or anything like that, but you've got to be able to go with the top guys in this weight class, and he's turned into one of them with his increase in his pace.
Caliendo from Geneva, Illinois, Batavia High School. First state champion in school history. Second season now in Iowa City. He was an All-American for the Bison of North Dakota State. He was 7th in 2023. Last season he was 4th at the NCAA tournaments after a 3rd place finish at the Big Tens behind Mitchell Messenbrink and Dean Hamady. Hamady, of course, now at Oklahoma State. No score, 150 in this first period. What have you noticed in the first minute?
Well, the one thing I like about watching great wrestlers, when they fake, saw that last shot there by Caliendo. He's going all the way, all right? He's making the opponent think that he's going all the way with that shot. And a lot of times you can go ahead and clear off that and get to a go behind. So far, Gallagher's been doing a pretty good job. But boy, I tell you what, post right there into the far knee right there. And takedown.
Mikey Caliendo, the Hawkeye, with the takedown and a 3-0 lead. Caliendo claiming his second Soldier Salute crown this season.
You should tell him how it is.
He tech falled to Braden Scholes of Illinois last weekend to improve to 2-0 in the Big Ten. 3-1.
Keep your head in the way when you bring your hands up.
Gallagher, a national qualifier for Ohio State in 2023, was injured last season. Was having a pretty good campaign. He was 16-5.
Hey, what's the difference, dude? Hey, Ohio,
Kind of the same technique right there he used before. Wasn't able to get the post.
I know where you're from,
Caliendo is just, every time he whether he's faking or whether he's going all the way with that shot, he's committing to it. So he's looking for his offense in this situation.
Go!
25 seconds here in the first.
Oh, I guess there is a
Right
There's
there,
a
beautiful
shot from
shot.
Caliendo. Darts in on a single leg.
Nice, beautiful finish there as he gets to the edge, collects both legs. Sat there with both hands cupped around the bottom of the ankle, went low with it, and he's huge.
1, 2.
And gets the ride out. Good first period for Caliendo. Great leg attacks.
Yeah, watch. There's the first one he was able to get.
Three takes down.
Beautiful
Three's
commitment on
down.
that. And the second one, watch this finish. Watch that other leg come close. See how he got that other
Set.
leg to come close
Red
by
cover.
going low with the trap leg, swinging it back out. That post leg came close. And now it's starting the second period. Good quick escape. So once again, with 2 takedowns and an escape, you got a potential for a bonus point situation here for Caliendo.
About a 2-second escape for Caliendo, like a rocket off the whistle.
And doesn't it feel, Shane, that Caliendo's pace has increased?
Well, we remember doing that dual meet against Stanford. He fell behind, I think, 9-2, and came back and won. That was against Garvin of Stanford.
Get to your attack, Patty. Get to your attack.
Just a high pace, can score a lot of points. Never out of a match with that kind of offense. And keeping the pressure on Gallagher, there's a stall call on the Buckeye.
They're in the center of the mat.
Next week, of course,
Dead center of the mat.
Iowa at Penn State.
We're backing out.
Mitchell Messenbrink ranked number 1 at the weight class. Caliendo second behind the Nittany Lion. What a night that is going to be next Friday night.
Oh, nice job of going off the underhook that time. He's got his head stuffed up there, brought the hand up top. Gallagher diving up over the top, trying to get in that waterfall position here. Caliendo trying to keep his ankles free. He just did that.
Gallagher coming up through the crotch.
Yep, he's got to try to scoop that bottom leg, but nice job by Gallagher putting that top knee over the top and into the armpit here. Makes it difficult to scoop the leg.
That was really good defense there from Gallagher.
It really was. So, because they did a nice job off that underhook to get to the same shot he, got the first takedown off of. So, good reactions. Now, Gallagher's got to get a shot of his own off. I mean, right now, Caliendo's thinking major. And there
There's
it
a
is,
shot,
right
but
there.
straight on.
That tells you your guy's competing.
Final seconds in this second period.
Go, hey, go.
Later tonight, it's a huge Saturday night hockey doubleheader as the Spartans host the Gophers in a top 5
Red, you got a
matchup.
warning.
Then the Wolverines face off with the Badgers. Coverage begins at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific, only on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app.
Right away.
Gallagher on bottom.
Changeover attempt there by Gallagher. He got caught halfway between. Now he comes back in. Not quite getting over to his right cheek and is on both cheeks, and Caliendo's able to stop that. Now a little hand fighting there on the roll through.
He's got the wrist. He's going to roll through.
But Gallagher was able to stop him midway through and should be able to get the escape.
7-2 running time. Slightly over a minute for Caliendo. Iowa has won 3 matches.
Check that corner, check that corner.
They have not had bonus points. Ohio State with a pair of tech falls. And the Buckeyes leading at 10-9.
Yeah, look for the bottom leg hook.
Caliendo's got that hooked, as you mentioned, and 3 more for the Hawkeye.
That was good, just a matter of being patient right there. And then right now we've got an 8-point spread, an extra team point on the board, possibly.
Caliendo seconds away from securing riding time, doing a nice job with that coffee grinder.
Show me the centrifugal force that was necessary for that move. It doesn't exist.
So with the riding time locked up, even though Gallagher gets the escape, Caliendo still in line for the major decision. It's an 11-3 final, a major decision. The 10th bonus point victory of the season for the two-time All-American Mikey Caliendo, the Hawkeye. Gets his arm raised for the 13th time this season.
Just nice job off that shot, securing that bottom leg and, of course, pushing that far knee away. Once you do that, you got both legs. Opponent concedes the takedown, so huge match.
And this, Jim, to me, might be the match of the afternoon. A pair of undefeateds in Carson Harchla and Patrick Kennedy. The Buckeye ranks 6th. Patrick Kennedy in his 5th year, Harchla 6th year. These guys have been around different weight classes. And just expect this to be wrestled in a phone booth, hard collar ties, just physicality.
Yeah, this is going to be wrestled on the logo right there. Harchla diving in on a leg right there. He's got a lock. You know, so he's trying to move his knees up into a little bit better position to possibly lift. Gets a little bit better angle. All right, trying to lift back up over the top. Nice job so far by Kennedy, kind of keeping him stuffed back, keeping that head in good position, and not enough time to finish it. The referee's going to call a stalemate. Pretty good call.
Set.
Carson Harchla in 2022, 25 wins. He was 7th to become an All-American. The following year in 2023, rounded 12. Here's Kennedy, front headlock position for the Hawkeye.
Nice job of Harchla by squaring up in that front headlock position. See how really Harchla has control of the right arm of Kennedy right there.
Come on, guys, both men work to improve.
He's battled some injuries while at Columbus.
But he looks real at this weight class right now. It might be the best weight class that he's had so far in his career. And sometimes you can control your weight and all that, and he's definitely grown into it. But, that invites a lot of injuries sometimes, and he's had some major ones, but really a solid wrestler. And I was really impressed the last time we saw him how good his footwork was.
No score, 125 in this first period. Kennedy 2 years ago, a Big Ten finalist at 165. Last year was 5th at the Big Tens. Up at 174. Bumped up to the weight class after Mikey Caliendo came in from North Dakota State.
One thing that Kennedy will do, he will test you. He'll try to get to that leg. You try to get a good corner right there. A lot of forward pressure right there, putting his hands up in there at the face. Carson didn't like that, so he got to a leg right there. Is a possibility for him to score. He's got a better angle this time. Keeping the hand on the mat, keeping his lower body active. Going to shelf it, come up to his feet. Can he sweep? He does. Collects the far leg, gets the points.
3 points for Harchla. Now with 35 seconds. Big sequence right here. Harchla, of course, can he get the ride out? Kennedy pops to his feet, and he skips away. He's on the board. 3-1 score.
That's important sequence there for Kennedy to be able to get the quick escape.
Kennedy last season a round of 12 guy at 174. He's a 2-time national qualifier. Was round of 16 back in 2023 after that runner-up finish at the Big Tens. Both these guys undefeated. 5 versus 6 in the rankings. 3-1 of the seconds. The Buckeye getting that first period takedown.
Shane, it was just an excellent finish, and he stayed with it a little bit more this time. He was able to go ahead and shelf that leg right there, bringing it up. Okay, that just takes a strong man, and he drives through, gets him, doesn't do the sweep until he gets his opponent up in the air, keeps his feet moving, keeps that opponent hopping, and makes the sweep and scores.
Set, green.
Breakdown there from Kennedy.
Now this is what the three-point takedown. You kind of put the top guy in no man's land. Really, do I ride him here? Do I? What's my decision? Am I going to be committed to it?
Yep.
Harsla coming up, back up, and peeling hands. So far, Kennedy is giving the escape right there. Again, that first takedown is really important, but for both guys, and for Harsla, it's too early to shut down on your offense. You got to continue to look, because 2 takedowns, a 7-1 lead, score, you're fresh. And for Kennedy, I think he's got to keep the pace up high and really make, get Harsla into some scrambles and maybe get him later in the match where he's only taking half shots and, really try to pursue him, take territory, and go hit your go-behinds.
Underhook there from Kennedy.
But you got to make him work in here if you're Kennedy. You're doing enough to make him, really exert in that down position.
Stalemate. Let's go, guys. Come on.
That's a consistent call. We've seen that.
Hawkeye quickly back to the center. Kennedy was a 4-time state champion at Casson Manorville in Minnesota. And here's Harsla looking to finish off for a second takedown.
Gets the far ankle. He should score here.
3 red.
Again, looking for the offense. That was kind of a half shot by Kennedy. He got a good quick angle. The footwork I was talking about, getting that angle and drop right on that single. Important sequence here for Kennedy. Can he get his offense going? Can he catch Harsla just thinking defense?
Harsla with a takedown in the first period. Another one here in the second. And here's Kennedy in short time.
Nothing.
Looking for that far right ankle.
And he gets that shin wizard locked in there, short time.
Time is going to run out on Kennedy.
Green, your choice.
But that was his best leg attack
Down. Green
in
takes
this match.
down.
Yeah, and he's got to go ahead and try to do that again. Where right now it gets to the side right there. Actually, could have had it, and
Red
Harsla
cover.
kind of made the big mistake of maybe just trying to dive off at the edge of the mat, but he comes back into that wizard position and keeps it neutral.
Harsla slides a leg in.
1,
It's a good
2.
decision here at this point. Now he hooks the far leg, and Kennedy pops up to his feet.
Riding time and on factor in this 7-3 match.
Can Kennedy put it into another gear? Will Harsla keep on looking for his offense right now? It's really way too early there are scoring opportunities out there for Harsla, but is he still looking for him with this type of lead?
Kennedy taking territory as Harsla circles back in, takes a half shot.
Drives in on that leg. And this is the strength of Harsla coming back up to his feet right there.
We're down to 105 remaining here in the third.
You see Harsla not making a great attempt to come back to the middle of the mat. Pose, right, getting a little bit of a better angle. Now he's going to harass him.
And taking about 20 seconds off in this sequence. Time hog.
Kennedy had to do something, though.
Here we go, red center.
They always run stalling in Iowa.
You can read lips
Here we
in
go,
Iowa.
Set.
Get another one too. You can go.
Forward pressure here by Kennedy.
Couple fakes there by Harsla.
Well, that's the work that Harsla did earlier in the match to get that second takedown here. So he's basically can go out there and hand fight right there, stay in position.
.15 seconds remaining in the match.
Kennedy tried to come back up. He's got to be careful now. He doesn't give up the point right there.
7-3 decision as 6th-ranked Carson Harsla knocks off Patrick Kennedy, the 5th-ranked Hawkeye. Harsla remains undefeated now, 8-0. Kennedy suffering his first defeat of the season. He drops to 8-1. Good matchup right there.
Yeah, put a sticker on his headgear.
Gabe Arnold undefeated for the Hawkeyes. And the true sophomore Ryder Rogotsky for Ohio State. Rogotsky this season, Jim, 4-3, all in dual meets. But remember last season, he was 20-10 with 16 falls. Man, could Ohio State use one right now?
Yeah, they could, but it's going to be long odds here with Gabe Arnold here. He's been a spark plug in this lineup. Goes out there, his weight class. I mean, I have a hard time. I mean, could he be a 74-pounder? I don't know. I mean, he's short stature and all that stuff, but everybody at 184 doesn't seem to be able to deal with somebody with that short of inseam. You know, he's just a short, stocky guy, and he's got a beautiful duck under and high crotch combo that he used to be able to get points. So they're not high-scoring matches by any means, but he's never seems to be threatened, and you never see him get pushed off the mat. So it'll be with that right leg lead of Rogotsky, that's really home cooking here for Gabe Arnold.
Rogotsky from Lakeland, Minnesota, won a state title at Stillwater.
Going hard with that 2-on-1, straight
there.
on double. But you see that, yeah, you just got to get so low to those legs, and you run into a power plant down there with both.
Yeah, it's one thing to get to his
yeah.
legs. It's another thing to be able to drive through and finish. You look at the core of Gabe Arnold.
Fingers, clear the fingers.
Georgia native, was a wrestler at Wyoming Seminary before coming to Iowa, and a good trip. Looking to finish the takedown.
Look
And
at
Rogotsky, great job. Good scramble, and we stay scoreless.
Yeah, he's caught him reaching for that leg, and he slid the leg under, right? And that counter, you see that a lot of times on the edge of the mat. Well done by Rogotsky.
Rogotsky, U20 Greco World Team. He wrestled in Spain this past year. And Gabe Arnold, still no takedown. Good defense from Rogotsky.
And he limp that right arm out. He doesn't do it.
Able to square up once again.
Those two 90% takedowns there for Arnold. No points.
40 seconds left in this first period. A couple of really solid attacks by Arnold. But credit to Buckeye Rogotsky to keep it state title in 2023.
You got the space.
You see him blocking right now.
Got the space, guy.
Looks like Arnold trying to clear out his head a little bit so he can get that shot off. Right there, doing a nice job of staying out of that underhook. Like I said, it.
Final seconds.
Both hands.
0-0 thanks to some really good defense from Rogotsky.
Your
We
choice.
usually give replays on offensive scores, but see how he slides that bottom leg underneath while he's looking for that, and he turns back in the other way. That's just well thought out.
Gabriel Arnold.
Here's the second one. It looked like Arnold was going to get out of
set,
that
green.
wizard position, but he was able to square up. So
Set, red cover.
you just never know how things can work for you cumulatively. You stay out of two really good shots, and then
Rogotsky gets the escape. Arnold leading it 1-0.
I'm good.
there's a good attempt there this time on a go behind by Arnold. He's trying to clear the hand.
Has that underhook on the right side, looking to throw it by.
I think he's thinking the right thing right there, but you can see the Rogotsky, pretty big 84-pounder. Right? Straight on shot. And these are the things that Arnold has to react to. You've done a good job here. You've been offensive. You got those things, and then all of a sudden you know that the opponent's going to come. That's when you got to be ready to go ahead and go behind there, and he just kind of went numb.
Rogotsky was 5th at the Big Tens last March, went to the NCAAs as an 18th seed, was 1-2. He trails it by 1 midway through this second period. The only tally on the board, the escape by Gabe Arnold in this second period.
And then, like I said, Arnold's been in a couple of times. He's got to be able to go ahead. He's tried a foot sweep. He's tried a whip over.
Oh, nice
drops
drop
in
in
the
an
right.
underhook. Good flexibility from Rogotsky.
He's getting elbow deep around that leg. He's going to try to roll him back over the top. A lot like what we've seen Sammy Sasso do over the years. Cut in the corner. I think, Shane, what you try to do is you give yourself a little bit of elevation. See if you can lift that right arm out and maybe scoop that bottom leg at the same time.
Then maybe go crossface.
Yes.
Nothing.
Down to 15 seconds.
Right there, and lift the right arm out.
Rogotsky looking to roll him through as they scramble inside of 10 seconds in the second period. Both guys got the ankles tied up. And it is 1-0 to the third period.
Ryder Rogoski. Yeah, and then, you know, these are scrambles. I mean, Gabe Arnold's a clean finisher, right? These are scrambles he's normally not in.
Set. Green cover. Set.
And he turns right back into him.
Neutral.
Nearly got a reversal there, Jim.
But he's got a body lock right there. And
This is where he wants to be. He's a Greco guy.
Yep.
Action.
The crowd looking for a stalwarting here, but it's kind of funny because Rogoski pushed him all the way to the edge. You circle back in and you take him out, and it's like, now you want the call.
Each guy with an escape. This would be a huge win for Ohio State. We're 13-13.
We're a long ways from that here. I look for
Win a scramble.
Arnold he's got a good duck under in this situation.
We need to shoot.
But you can tell Rogoski's got more active with his ties. He's worked Arnold a little bit more.
2-on-1.
Ohio State has not won here in Iowa City since 1929. It's been nearly 100 years.
And have those scrambles taken an effect on Gabe Arnold's conditioning. So he's getting his head stuffed right now. He's carrying some weight.
Inside of 60 seconds here in this third period, 1-1.
Be smart. Patient. Good patience. Good job.
Arnold's been on the legs a few times, but he's been unable to finish.
It's time. It's time.
Rogoski's got the left wrist, inside tie.
Yeah, it's giving up that left wrist. And
Counter, buddy.
you take a look at Arnold. He's got to get more control out of his left arm right there. Some say hanging in that over-under position. You don't want to do that too often with the Greco guy.
The U20 Greco World Team member in Ryder Rogoski.
Come on, guys. Work to improve.
Down to 15 seconds. Couple of fakes there by Rogoski.
There's that duck under we were talking about. Lowered his level right there.
Sudden victory. You're at 184.
I just get the feeling this is going to be a quick one. I don't know why.
Which way?
I don't have any opinion on that. Plus, it's National Opposite Day.
Rogoski just hasn't had a real threatening leg attack up to this point.
Yeah, he's got to get better angles there. But, you know, look for Arnold. Again, he likes to go to the right leg of Rogoski. And Rogoski doing a pretty good job of tying him up. Right there. That's the lead arm on his shot. You go ahead and tie that up. But you can see that he's in it. I mean, he's looking for the fakes and not seeing anything there because Arnold's holding ground right there. So
underhook. Right side here for the Hawkeye.
No stall warning so far in the match.
1-1. It is 13-13 on the team scoreboard. Both teams undefeated, ranked in the top 5.
You can see that body language of Arnold maybe looking a little bit more for a shot. He drives in on that shot.
Switches off to a double leg.
Can he get his head out? Stuffs the head. Hips are squared right now. Now Rogoski's in a scoring position. What will he be able to do with this? Tried the inside trip, and it wasn't.
Gabe Arnold gets the takedown and sudden victory. Improves to 11-0. Rogoski went for it, Jim, but tough to do that against the guy the caliber of Gabe Arnold.
Yeah, he whiffed on that that sweep right there. It just wasn't there, but he did a good job of getting himself in a position there. But Arnold doing a nice job. He's so difficult. You see the head and the hands there of the coaching staff right there. The look that Rogoski did there, but nice pick up there by Arnold and a big win in this dual meet.
The Hawkeyes have the #1 ranked wrestler in the land at 197, undefeated Stephen Buchanan. And Seth Shoemate, the redshirt sophomore from Galion, Ohio, toes the opposite line for Ohio State. Shoemate up to 197, spent his first 2 years at 184. 9-7 this season for the Buckeye. Was third at the Clarion Open and 4-2 in Vegas. And Stephen Buchanan, he's been at Wyoming and Oklahoma, now in Iowa City. Originally from Loyal, Wisconsin, won a pair of Wisconsin state titles. Over 100 career victories, the three-time All-American Stephen Buchanan.
You know, Shane, we didn't get a lot of looks at him throughout his career here being at Wyoming and Oklahoma, but, you know, since he's been in the Iowa wrestling, it seems like I've seen a bigger attack rate. He drives back in. I tell you what, he's that long, rangy, there's a beautiful takedown there. With his long arm to be able to drop in a shot. He can ride guys, and this is a pinning position right here. Loading guys up.
1, 2, home 2.
A pin, of course, would ice the duel for Iowa. Buchanan, the 12 victories, 10 bonus points, including 5 tech fall wins. Soldier Salute champ. 2-0 in the Big Ten. Has that armbar sunk in.
See, the referee has the 2 fingers down right there as they walks across the screen right there. So basically at the same wrist tie there. Now he gives the points. 5-0 lead.
Buchanan in 2020 as a true freshman made the national tournament. He was 8th in 2021, 3rd in 2022, redshirt in 2023. And he's up 5-1. 60-second showing in this first period.
Yeah, nice shot right there through the tie right there, and Shoemate's pulled him off with that left-handed underhook. Still plenty of time here for either guy to get their offense off in the 34 seconds left in the period.
Come on, guys, work to improve here. Both wrestlers.
Earlier in this broadcast, during the intermission, we saw what Josh Barr did. 0-0 last night against John Posnanski. Entering the third period, he scored 22 points, 7 takedowns to get the tech fall. Another one of those matchups looking forward to next Friday night with Josh Barr and Stephen Buchanan. There is All-American Nick Feldman. He's just hoping he's got a chance. And we've seen Nick Feldman several times with the match on the line step up big for Ohio State.
Been in that situation several times in his short career so far with the Buckeyes. You know, everybody in America is probably thinking, you know, what's this match going to be like at 97 next week? You know, nice attack there again by Buchanan. He's got the range to be able to, you know, to score. I mean, the talent level difference of, you're not going to see 22 points scored in the third period in that match, okay? Maybe total.
Green cover.
Another takedown in the final seconds of this first period. Buchanan 8-1.
What do you want to do? Defer? Red defers. Green's down.
9-12, baby.
Buchanan goes underneath.
Set. Red cover. Nope, green, little quick. Set.
Good job of squaring his hips and get back in, and now Buchanan finds himself on that leg and will run the pipe and dump.
Still red.
Gets the escape.
One green, neutral.
9-1 score, 142nd period.
You are billed. Your motion, your best. Hey, you wrestle. Get your hands going again. Snap move,
Hey, pull him down to get it in. Pull him down first.
Oh, there you go. Go there, guy.
Yeah.
Get out. That single leg.
Get out. Yes.
1 minute remaining in the period.
Yes. Get out of there. Ventriloquist, get out of there. Get out of there. Go again. Get out of there. Roll, roll. Clear. Roll to your side, dude. Let's go. You're big.
40 seconds left, and Shoemate's got a little bit more, position on the mat, kind of holding the center right now.
Down to 30 seconds, stall call on the Buckeye as
My time. We got blood.
Blood
Buchanan
timeout, maybe.
looking to give Iowa its 6th win in this dual meets. So if Buchanan gets the win, Iowa will win this dual meets. Coming up, men's hoops, 15th ranked Oregon clashes with Minnesota and is next on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. Buchanan all bandaged up.
Yeah, see he's got some tape on the upper part of the shoulder. He's had some good practices here. We got that tape on the forehead there, so doing some headbutting with somebody.
Yeah, last season that 3rd place finish, as I mentioned, 30 victories.
Well, as we've seen from Buchanan here, he has the skills. I think he's improved on his feet. Certainly been more aggressive, it seems like, and he's got the grip strength here to go ahead and tilt guys in the top position here. He gets out quickly, so really a well-balanced wrestler here.
Set. Green cover.
Riding time approaching 1 minute late in this second period.
Glad first.
1.
Picks an ankle and finishes this period on top.
Time. Is that it? Red stripes?
A stacked weight class, 197. Buchanan ranked number 1. Jacob Cardenas, we saw him last night at the Big Ten Network for Michigan. He's ranked 2nd. You have another national champ in A.J. Ferrari. Won it in 2021 for Oklahoma State. Now he's at Cal State Bakersfield. His brother, of course, Angelo, wrestling for the Hawkeyes.
Nice work there by the counter shot. Shoemate, and he drives back in there, and that was deep.
Great re-attack there from Stephen Buchanan.
And that was basically his 3rd attempt there. He kind of picked an ankle, came to the other side, then just drove in, knees on a double leg, and finished it.
What's the differential?
Buchanan looking for a tech fall. He's got 5 on the season.
Now watch the tilt going this direction.
Rolls and it's a 1 count, and now he's going to score some near fall. Stephen Buchanan, a tech fall. Now 13-0. The stage is set for next Friday night. Stephen Buchanan and Josh Barr inside Bryce Jordan Center. Ben Keeter 9-2. Nick Feldman comes in 12-1 with 9 bonus point victories. August 31st, 1991. It's the first concert I ever saw. Allison Chains opening for Van Halen. Ben Keeter from Iowa City. Won 4 state championships at Iowa City High School. 4-time undefeated state champion. What are you looking for early in this match with these two? First time they've ever wrestled each other in college.
Yeah, Feldman is one of those guys that can go ahead and attack below the knee. And, for Keeter, he's had a difficult time getting his offense off. And so sometimes that you kind of prolong matches and see if until you get on your offense. I'm really look for him to maybe, what is it that got you here? What made everybody so intrigued about you being in this lineup right here? And just go to that, okay? I know he has skills upper body, and that's just it, right? Go right to the shot and get this crowd behind you. And, if you're Feldman, you go back to what Harshla did. Be patient, go get your takedown, and get that second takedown here, and then it's pretty easy to hold the lead if the guy doesn't have the skills to go with you.
Nick Feldman, Big Ten runner-up, fell to Greg Kirkley to Penn State in that final. Feldman went to Kansas City as a 9 seed at the national tournament and placed 5th. He beat Colton Schultz of Arizona State in that 5th place match.
Shane, this match could be settled by what happens when they break free. Okay, they get in a tie-up and then they break free, and where's the shot? Where's the fake? Get the guy reacting, and then where's the commitment and the finish? So, they get tied up in these ear-to-ear positions or caught in an underhook and head blocking here. Nothing usually happens from this, but what happens when they break free? They make a decision to break free. Right there was a shot there. Hit it.
45.
No score, 45 seconds remaining in this first period. Feldman from Corryville, Pennsylvania, wrestled at Melbourne Prep, where he captured 3 Prep national titles. The 2022 Junior Hodge Trophy winner, Nick Feldman.
Feldman hanging heavy on that leg right there. Half attempt there by Keeter. It didn't get to it. Feldman got a little corner right there on that shot, so no score so far in this period.
Zero after 3 minutes. Doubleheader last night. Here we are today. The big Friday night upcoming. Fantastic. Quick escape there by Keeter. And the Hawkeye leading at 1-0.
There's high crotch shot, head to the outside. Now crackdown there by Feldman. And Keeter doing a nice job of cutting the corner on him right there. Roll through attempt there. Now they're in a scramble. Good job by Keeter settling back here over his ankle.
Feldman still got his left leg.
That leg is coming
But he's
in.
going to sneak it inside. He should score here. Yes, he does. 3-0 or 4-0 with that takedown.
Great job of cutting the corner off that defense.
2, 3.
Now he's got a crossbody ride in. So it'll be huge for him. Comes with a near side cradle, and he gives up the reversal as Feldman drives back through over the top of him. So, that's Keeter can get busy here. That would just be the equivalent of an escape. So a really important sequence for him.
4-2 score following that reversal from Feldman. Feldman with the near ankle scooped up. Keeter trying to work up to his feet. Feldman now on a single leg.
Look at the flexibility by the big guys right there. Great to see.
No change.
A couple of good young athletes. Keeter hustling back to the center, getting the crowd in it.
Ben Keeter.
Set. Red cover.
Coming off a U20 World Silver medalist in 2024. In 2022, U20 World Champion. Keeter to his feet, and he gets the escape. Are you a little bit surprised there that Feldman didn't try to keep him down?
No, I actually like that he got it done early, but it's just that you've got to answer now with your best shot. Giving yourself time to be able to go ahead and do it. Keeter's got that inside wrist tied up right there. See how he's taking that down? He's taking advantage of his reach. He goes and takes that all the way down to the mat right there. He has him controlled, and he can use that. The lead arm.
Hawkeye fans getting behind their heavyweight Ben Keeter, who takes a 5-2 advantage to the third. Feldman will go on bottom. Feldman's only loss this season was an injury default to Wyatt Hendrickson of Oklahoma State. Great dual meet last night.
Come on, get set.
With Oklahoma State and Northern Iowa. Came down to the end. So many great dual meets in college wrestling as Feldman gets that quick escape. It's a 2-point match.
That's a look for just something. If he can get to a leg, he's not going to
stalemate, guys. Hey,
not going to go to one where you allow Keeter's
next one's a stall
length
call.
to
Stay
go
off the
ahead
fingers,
and
both men.
cut the corner on me here. I expect some sort of double leg, attack above the knee, the big finish. And you kind of saw him do that when he got the reversal against Keeter. So head moving forward here, drag. It's too early for Keeter to shut down here. If he goes ahead and gets his feet moving, he's a little bit slower footed right now. not necessarily looking for his offense.
Here it comes.
Riding time and on factor. 1:10 remaining in the third.
All the way over, guys.
Only takedown score by Ben Keeter. Here's a nice shot from Feldman.
Good job of reacting to that by Keeter. Maybe a good minute of wrestling here, Shane. Got inside tie. Keeter trying to tie up the wrist.
This would be a huge win for Keeter. He fell last weekend to Luke Luffman, 3-1 of Illinois. Keeter 1-1 in the Big Ten. And this would be a huge win. Down to 35 seconds. And there's a stall call on the Hawkeye.
I don't think that makes any difference around this match. I mean, Feldman has to score. He's got him to the edge of the mat, right?
And Keeter circles back in. Down to 15 seconds. Shot there on the edge, but Keeter, solid head hands defense. This crowd can feel it. Coming to their feet here inside Carver Hawkeye. Ben Keeter, 5-3, the biggest win in his young career. Ohio State's falling to Iowa this afternoon, 24-13. Iowa remains undefeated. Some good matches.
There were some great matches there, Shane, and that was a good job by Keeter. Big win, like you mentioned, the biggest win in his career. He did a nice job of cutting the corner and holding on there at the end, but